you're looking for. Hold on, let me fix this. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Hello, hello. Welcome to the live. We're going to be doing career reading today. We're doing pick a card, career and money. So, card one says 43, transparency here. Okay. Card two, the number is 29, kindness. And then card three, the number is 37, and soul. Okay. So we're going to start with card one here for transparency. So career and money. What can you expect in career and money for card one? Okay. Let me see if I can I don't know if I can put it on the screen here. So this is card one. What can we expect? So this energy of transparency supports your expansion toward a higher vibrational state of being, more insight, honesty, and clarity. Okay, so you're getting into that high vibe energy. What can they expect? What's happening with finances, career, and money right now overall? All right, there's a shakeup coming, or that is currently happening in your finances, where it feels like everything's falling apart. Things are not going the way you want them to go right now. It's like the seeds that you're planting don't seem to really be germinating. It doesn't seem to be bearing what you're wanting it to bear right now. Okay, so that's what's happening now. Tower moments in your life come to clear things out. And there are also things that are part of a larger story. So this is not something that is like a temporary situation. This is something divine that is happening. It's a spiritually bigger story that's happening to clear away things for you so that you are able to have whatever you want. There has been blindness on your part when it comes to you realizing that you already have everything that you need to create the life that you want. I'm just got this flash of this show, The New Girl show, where she was like living with these other guys. That may be some sort of indicator or synchronicity for somebody. You may like that show, The New Girl. And so this has come right now to clear away all of the things that have been blocking you from seeing yourself as somebody who is able to create the future that you actually want. Okay, what can they expect in the future here? Welcome everybody. My name is Yema. I'm the Spicy Mystic. Let me see. I can't see. If you guys are chatting, why can't I see? If you're chatting, I can't see it. Ooh. I don't know how to do. I don't know how to, what's this do? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay. What you guys can expect here. Okay. The Four of Cups reversed here. If you have put in a job offer, if you've submitted some sort of business opportunity to someone and it was previously rejected, that situation is turning itself around. Okay, you're going to be getting a message soon about this new opportunity here, that it's something that you submitted that got rejected. So it could have been your application for a job, an application for a grant, an application for investment opportunity with some investors. So those were previously rejected. You're about to get a message coming forward that's going to let you know that you have now been accepted. Okay, what else is happening here that they can expect when it comes to career and money? Welcome in everybody. That's so much. What can they expect? Okay, there is someone that's coming along right now. There's also abundance here, financial abundance at the bottom, and financial independence, financial freedom is at the bottom. What's at the top? We have the Five of Pentacles, which is lack, but there is a business, something creative that you are about to take a lead on, that's going to close this gap here, that's going to cover up this financial lack for you. If there is a creative opportunity that you've been ignoring or trying to avoid because you don't think that you can do it, or you don't think it's the right time, or you don't think you have what it takes. This is what this card here says to you. Hello, Muhammad. Okay, this is what this card says to you. You have all of it taken. So maybe what has happened here with this Tower for card 1, you may have lost a job. Something you started fell apart because it wasn't fully what you truly wanted to do. And so I know that sounds really cliche, but usually that's how things work, because you need to be given the time and the opportunity to truly choose what it is that you desire. And so that's what's happened here. The way has been cleared. You've been put on the outside of the things that, you know, you thought you had stability in, to show you that they really weren't secure at all. Hi, HK. And so now you are being elevated here into this space as a leader, as an entrepreneur, because the King of Wands is an entrepreneur. So for card 1, you are being led into entrepreneurship. You're being invited into, after this thing that's ended here, something ended, thank you. Something ended here really painfully, because this was like a shock to your system, right? Like you were really shocked, like, damn, they fired me, or like this business didn't go through, but it's not working because it's not supposed to work. There's something else that you truly want that you're not investing in right now. And you have to invest in it, okay? 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is investment energy. You have to plant seeds in where it is that you actually want to see grow. Like, what's your legacy, right? Like, what's the thing that's going to have you rejoicing? What's the thing that's you've always wanted to do that actually makes you happy? And I know you're like, I gotta pay these bills, honey. You could stay pay the bills and still go after the thing that you want. Those two things are not exclusive, all right? Ah, okay. Oh my gosh, it's a pink car. I'm sitting over here. I manifest pink cars all the time. And so maybe a pink car could be a sign for you. Maybe you're manifesting colors of cars. Ah, I love that, okay? That's like my, I'm in the right place. I'm on the right path. What else is happening here for this person? For card 1, when it comes to career and money. So card 1, this is the entrepreneur who is just starting, and you've been sort of dragging your feet because of limiting beliefs that you have that have been like they're really beating you up here, these limiting beliefs, my love. Don't get trapped by this. They're just thoughts, okay? Once we realize that the cage that we find ourselves in is just our own thoughts, we can start to change those and start to dissolve the cage around us, because you truly can have what it is that you want when it comes to your career and finances. You may need to get a mentor. It's going to be a little challenging to get a mentor. Maybe you've had one before and you guys maybe end up in some sort of disagreement, but you're going to need a mentor, okay? So that's card 1 when it comes to career and finances. Let's go to card 2. Card 2, the energy is the number 29, which is my personal number. Number 29, I have, fun fact, I have 29 birds tattooed on my back. The kindness energy says, the energy of kindness reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interactions with others and ourselves, to find the root of our love through our connection to source. Okay, so this is card 2, the number 29. What's happening in career and finances for card number 2? What's happening in career and finances for card number 2? What is happening right now in their career and finances? If you're not following me or subscribed, please make sure you do so. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so at spicymystic.simplybook.me. And I have 3 tiers of readings that you can, oh man. Oh, card 2. The 3 of Swords card is one of major heartbreak. So when it comes to career and finances, you've been trying to, I like feel your pain. It's like making me want to cry. Oh my goodness. Card 2. Oh, you guys have been through it when it comes to finance, and it's really broken your heart. You, underneath of it all, you're trying to take the time to like rest and like recover, because you have a vision for your future, and that vision is really seeming far away. The Magician energy here. You've been trying to like manifest it, and it's just not working. It appears to not be working. Let me say that. It appears to not be working, and it is just on this. You still believe, like you're still holding on to this, and it's still coming up as you've taken this time away to like rest. But there's so much pain here when it comes to this right now. Golly. What's coming up for them in the near future when it comes to career and finances for card 2? Ugh. If you need to let yourself cry, go ahead and let yourself cry. Let these emotions process through your body. Don't try to hold on to them. Man, I'm so sorry you're going through this. But the good thing about you is that you're not letting it go. You're not gonna let this go. You're gonna choose to continue to pursue the things that you want. You're not letting it go. King of Wands. This could be another entrepreneurial deck, because you really are motivated, because what you're doing right now, the thing that you've been called to do, is a spiritual calling. You know that you've been spiritually called to lead what feels like a movement. And so, I'm really about to cry. Oh my God, please don't cry. Wow. Okay, pile 2. I just want to take a moment here. Man. And this is why the energy of kindness is coming up. Like, please be kind to yourself as you go through this process. And that's the reason why you're not going to let this go. That's why you're not going to stop pursuing this and believing in it, even though there are so many parts of this journey that have hurt you. And it could even be like the people that you've been called to help have hurt you. But you keep, what's that song? Gotta keep going. Man, any of you right now on the live right now feel like you've been called to like lead a movement? This is a spiritual calling, and you're not going to retreat. You're not going to surrender, right? You see the possibilities. You're motivated by seeing this thing happen in the 3D, in physical reality, where people can feel, see, and touch it. And so you're not going to give up. My heart. There's changes coming right now, because you are juggling a lot in your physical reality, in addition, right, to this movement that you know that you're called to lead, right? But there's a change that's coming here. There's a change that's coming. Spirit, tell us what's coming that they're not able to see right now as they've been called on this journey. This pile is more than likely probably my spiritual entrepreneurs, right? Where you feel like you have a mission, and so you're not going to give up on it even when things get hard. You're not motivated by money. Okay, Queen of Wands energy. Oof, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, legacy. The Queen of Wands, when it comes to career and finances, is somebody who is really tapped into their spiritual side, and it is not their intuition. Okay, this is not intuitive energy. This is, I see very clearly what's happening in the spiritual realms. I'm holding this with confidence. I'm moving forward with confidence. And they get into this energy where everything is magnetized towards them. And so, what's happening for you, what you've been able to accomplish, even though you have all of this sorrow in your energy when it comes to your career and your finances, you not giving up, you maintaining this movement as part of what it is that you are not only alchemizing, but what you're juggling in the 3D world has created within your field such magnetism because your heart has remained clear on your purpose, okay? Your heart has remained clear. And from your vantage point, as you're looking at your 3D, it feels like nothing is moving, but everything is moving. And what you also don't see is that other people see you and you are moving so fast, but you don't see it. Now what's happening? Come on. Yes. Yes. Listen, there's so much massive success in how you define success. Not how everybody else defines it, okay? Because you define it a little differently than everybody else as a spiritual entrepreneur. Yes, money, all that good stuff, right? But you describe it as legacy. This magnetism that you're going to have to the outer world that's going to begin to pull the things into your life, into your experience that you know that you need to have in order to accomplish what you need to accomplish. What's happening on the bottom, we have the 10 of Pentacles here, which is legacy. We have the Emperor, right? I told you there was action happening. That's fire sign energy. There's movement, there's structure that's happening. And then we have the High Priestess. This is your spiritual self showing up. This is the higher version of you, because this isn't intuition. This is you getting those higher lessons. You're holding the keys to the spiritual realms as it relates to your calling, to what you're supposed to be doing, to the movement that you have, and you're putting them into action. You're putting strategy around it, and now you're starting to come into building this legacy. 10 of Pentacles is also having your money to be stable. So your money is going to be stabilized. I know as spiritual entrepreneurs, money can be a little funny. It can be a little fickle, right? But that's not what's happening right now. That's not what's coming for you. So when you start to feel this magnetism where you can almost, it's like when you go to the beach, there's somebody standing on the rooftop right now, okay? And it was what I was thinking. So you're like, when you go to the beach and the energy is just beautiful, like life is just amazing. When you get to the moment where you close your eyes so that you can start to feel it. When you get to that part in your journey, that's when you'll have all of this show up for you. When you can start to close your eyes because you can sense everything happening perfectly in alignment. Then you'll know that intuitively your higher self is online. Your strategies are in place. You're ready to move it. You're doing it. And your legacy is here. This is absolutely amazing. I'm curious for you guys. I didn't do this. Don't tell Pile 1. I didn't do this for Pile 1. I did not do this for Pile 1. But I want to catch the timing on this for you. When are we going to get here? Give me an approximate time. We want it to pop up here. The next few weeks for this Pile 2, the number 37 is here. Okay, it's time to move forward. On the bottom, number 7, number of perfection. So 3-7 is also divine perfection energy. So the next couple of weeks looks very promising for you to hop into this energy. Oh, this feels so good. Okay, I seal that for you. That's amazing. Oh, okay, spiritual entrepreneurs. Now, for Pile 3, your eyes are beautifully shaped. Okay, period, Vic, thank you. Let's get to Pile 3. The energy here, oh, this is 37. Okay, so you may have some messages in Pile 2. So the energy of soul. You also may be seeing a lot of a lot of purples and reds. I'm also sensing that your crown chakra may really be activated right now as well. Your third eye, you may be seeing things really, really clearly and spending a lot of time internally. The energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us. Oh, I hadn't even fully read this. That is closer to the higher realms, God, or the divine. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Spirit, where is their answer? Okay, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Witch's Tarot deck here for pile 3. Where y'all at right now? So you know you're in the right pile. Pile 3, where are you at right now in your career and finances? Oof. Where are you at right now in your career and finances for pile 3? If you're just joining, well, I guess if you probably skipped to pile 3. I should have been looking at the time. Let's see here. I'll check it. But if you would like to book a private reading with me, personal reading about your career and finances, you can do so at spicymystic.simplybook.me. So where they are right now when it comes to career, where it said cut the deck. You guys may be readers or have your own personal decks and you tend to cut them. Where are they at in career and finances right now? Let's see. Let's see. Oof. Damn. Why are everybody stressed about their money? 9 of Swords. Wow. You are stressed. Your thoughts are getting the best of you when it comes to this. You're probably not even sleeping well at night. It's one worry to the next. You're worried about paying the bills, meeting obligations. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety around your money. And it's, you also may be somebody who's trying to do it all on your own, all by yourself. That's my puppy, by the way, guys. That's Molly. You may be trying to do everything by yourself, and it's like stressing you out because you're tapped into your divine self, but the fear that you have, your anxiety that you have right now is short-circuiting your ability to hear clearly, okay? So if you've been seeking for answers, you've been seeking for insight when it comes to your career and your money, and you've been asking the spirit, like, what's happening, what's going on? This was supposed to happen by now, it hasn't happened. I'm supposed to be, maybe you're doing the mantras and the affirmations, and nothing is happening. It's because your fear is overriding your ability to hear clearly. So in order for you to hear clearly, you're gonna have to quiet this, okay? And all you need to do is quiet this, is not to combat it. You don't combat it and try to because the things you resist end up persisting even more. So you sit with it. EFT tapping may be something that can help you, because somatically, you need to allow your body to witness it and allow it to move, okay? Not to oh my gosh, I'm in fear, let me, meditate harder. That's not how this works, okay? What's coming up for them in the near future with career and finances? What's coming up for them in career and finances? For my soul tribe, my soul people, my pile 3. Okay, what did I just say? Taking the time to pause. There is a need for you to be curious about what is happening right now in your career and your finances. You need to see things from a different perspective, okay? There are things that you may need to sacrifice. I don't know, somebody may also take the bus places, and that could also be frustrating to you. Travel could also be relevant here in this pile. but you need to see things from a different perspective right now. You need to be curious about, your beliefs around money, your beliefs around wealth, your beliefs around abundance need to be questioned, need to be investigated by you. Okay? So right now, there are beliefs that you have, the devil energy, that is creating more lack, that's creating more limits in your life. And those things need to be studied by you. You need to look into them. So when you start to, what I just said, when you start to quiet these anxieties, when you start to take the swords off the wall, because behind these swords is the moon card, and that's your subconscious energy. So when you start to take these swords off the wall, the things that's creating the swords, that's creating the Trey. I was just thinking about you today. I think I manifested you. I was literally just thinking about you, Trey. When you start to take these swords off the wall here, the subconscious beliefs underneath them are going to start to make themselves plain to you. And you're going to start to see things from a different perspective. Okay? This is career and finances. So if you've been experiencing lack, if you've been experiencing rejection after rejection, you have to be curious about that. Okay? Aw, yay! We manifested each other. What else is happening here in the near future? So you're being called internally. You're like, I've already been internal. I've already been manifesting. Not this way, okay? Not in this way. And curiosity does not mean beating yourself up either. It's not saying, oh my gosh, I should have known better. I should have did. That's not you being curious. What are the beliefs that you have around money? What is your relationship with money? What is your relationship with abundance? Right? That's what we need to start looking at, because that's why you have all of this worry, because it's like, what if it doesn't work out? What if I lose? What if, what if somebody steals it? It's all these lies. Okay. What else is coming up here? Okay. You're going to be walking away from your need to control everything. Yeah. This is part of the source of your anxiety, your stress, because you're trying to control everything. And this person hanging upside down here has given up control. There is something about travel in this pile, by the way, because I keep seeing travel coming up here. It keeps showing up for me. You're going to be walking away from your need to control things. You also may be walking away from a boss. You may be walking away from a business or from a job as well. Spirit, what can they expect from your perspective? Because that's what's happening for y'all in the more near future. But what's your message to them when it comes to finances and career here? What do they need to know when it comes to this? Because this energy that you've been in has been emotionally depleting, right? It's not been serving you well. And you're tired of it. You're so tired of it. What's coming for them? Okay. There's some stability coming for you. 4 of Pentacles here. You'll be able to hold on. Now, you're going to be holding on still with a sense of fear of not, getting more. But that's okay. But at least you'll have something to hold on to. There's going to be clarity coming here, and it's gonna bring you, because part of this also has been very isolating. This energy has been very isolating for you. Now you're going to be able to really get back into community, even though you're holding on to this, like you're holding on to your money. You're not going to be overspending. You're not going to be doing all this extra shit. And it's because you're going to feel lighter, be around people. Like you're going to be able to reintegrate yourself back into society again. Yeah, there's like a childlike faith and belief that's coming for you when it comes to this. And there's a new adventure. You're gonna feel very inspired to take a leap of faith. And that's possibly the leaving of the job, or leaving up, maybe whatever structures that you've built in your life to help you feel safe. You may be walking away from those. You're gonna hold on to a little bit of it because we don't want to act with wisdom, but you're feeling very inspired when it comes to career money to hop into something new, that may be a new investment, a new job opportunity, a new business opportunity. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so money isn't showing up in abundance yet for this pile. You're still at the stage of where you're trusting yourself to move forward, okay? I'm going to get an extra oracle card for this pile. Don't tell pile 1 or 2, okay? Don't let them know. And if you are not subscribed, please make sure that you do so. So you got the number 14 here as an additional oracle. The frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with other things, with others, things, and ideas. That's this energy here. So this is a double confirmation. There is something in your immediate environment with your community that is going to be helping you get out of this funk that you've been in when it comes to finances, okay? That's going to help you feel stronger. That is not like this siloed thing that you've been doing, where it's like, I have to figure it out on my own. I need to figure this out. I gotta do it. Like, you've been just by yourself. You're being invited into more connection so that you can start to feel lighter, feel that childlike faith bubble back up on the inside of you, so that you can begin to see opportunities. So your creativity, this is Leo energy, this is creative energy. So your creativity can come back online again, okay? So that you can start to see possibilities. Because in this 9 of Swords energy, you don't see shit but the problem, right? And we've all been there. And the more we're in this energy, the more it creates more of this, right? You keep manifesting the same shit over and over. But you, right, are coming into like, you're going to hold on to some money. You're going to have the money and you're going to be stable enough to start to dream again, enough to start to see possibilities again, okay? So if you're not subscribed, please make sure that you do so. We'll be doing more career and money readings on here on YouTube. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at spicymystic.simplybook.me. And since I've been new here going live on YouTube, I've also been started doing a couple of free personals while we're here on live. So if you have a question, go ahead and drop it. Keep it to career and money. This is not about love, okay? So if you have a career and finances question, go ahead and drop it, and I'll answer that for you while we're on live today as like a, hey, thank you for watching, and thank you for being here, and thank you for subscribing, okay, to the YouTube. So drop your question. Probably use this deck here to answer those. Does anybody have a question for career and money? I'll give you some time to type it down. Good afternoon. Hello, hello. Hey, Wilfred. Hi, Abraham. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're doing money and career reading. We already finished up all the piles. Let's see, what fears or limiting beliefs or internal blocks are clouding my clarity about becoming a doctor? So that Abraham always asks all the long questions. So Spirit, give me what's an internal block for Abraham? Hi, AJ. What's an internal block happening for Abraham right now? Abraham, which pile did you resonate with most? Were you here for all of them? What is a block that Abraham is experiencing right now? That's clouding clarity. Trey, you can meet me anywhere. But if this is when you're live, when you can come live, I'll come live when you want to come live. Because I was just thinking about you. I'll try to come live on here more often, but I still go live on TikTok. We do love readings on there though. I'm gonna keep love readings for TikTok and money and, you know, purpose readings for here. Okay. Knight of Cups is what is blocking you, Abraham. You may be overly romanticizing becoming a doctor, okay? And you are, it's like the idea of it is so beautiful and so attractive and so like amazing that it can tend to feel out of touch, right? And it can make you want to like walk away because it seems like it's too much, right? Okay, so we'll do, okay, I need to, Trey, here's the thing. I need to start coming back live at 7. I know we used to do our Sundays, but you know, I don't have any light in here to do it that late. Do you work on Sundays? So I've changed my schedule. I'm off on Saturdays and I'll be doing Sundays. If I know I have to show up for you, Trey, I will show up. Because that's why I be like, you know, because it's new people all the time on TikTok. So I was like, you know, they're not missing me. But I was like, damn, I need to come on live for Trey. So, Abraham, that's what's happening with you, right? You're over romanticizing this. You got to bring it down into reality, break it up in a way that you can see yourself doing it, okay? So that's a potential block there. The cards are revealing for you. Okay. And now Wilfred said, how will my finances be? Tell us about what's coming up. Later. Okay. Text me. Be like, if you're like, I need a reading and I need her to come on live, text me and then I'll just hop on my bed and like, I'll just come live. Okay, Wilfred. How will your finances be? Spirit, talk to us about the future of Wilfred's finances in the near future. Let's see. Wilfred finances in the near future. Okay. So it looks like right now there's still a lot of regret around your finances and stress that you'll be experiencing. If you're new here, guys, my readings are not sugar-coated, okay? I'm a Taurus. My sun sign is a Taurus. My moon is a Pisces, so that's why I'm intuitive. And I can do work like this, but also because I'm a Taurus, I only speak truth, okay? So we're not going to be sugar-coating anything. So for Wilfred, there's still some disappointment and regret and pain and stress here in your future when it comes to finances, but there are going to be some new seeds being planted. You're going to start to see the beginnings of your manifestations when it comes to money, and it's going to show up like in real life. And so it could show up like if you have a business and you haven't had like a lot of sales, maybe like one sale is going to start coming in. Okay, so period. So you know how to get that working. So it's like maybe one sale a day, maybe one every other day. And so it's going to start to like, it's going to start trickling in. Maybe you work a job, maybe you'll start getting compliments from your boss but it's going to maybe feel like I want all of this to be happening right now. It's not going to feel enough. So don't allow these energies to uproot the seed that you've planted. Okay. If you've manifested something, if you're like, I make such and such amount a month, such and such amount a year, a week, like don't allow the small beginnings of it to get you frustrated and stressed. Okay. So do the best that you can. On the bottom here is the Hangman and the Page of Swords. So pile 3 from this reading, more than likely, was your pile. Okay. So, because you're in the investment stage right now, which is not very sexy. Nobody talks about that stage, right? Everybody wants to go from 0 to 1,000, which you can manifest, no limits. But there's sometimes an investment stage where you're watching things grow and they haven't fully grown yet, and it can be really hard to do with that. Sarah says, what can I do to help align myself with financial abundance? I try hard, but I feel as if I can never get ahead. Okay. So what does Sarah need to align themselves with financial abundance? So if you're working harder and nothing is changing, it's because the intentions behind the work is what's causing the block. If you're working harder from the place of there's never enough, your reality always has to show you that there's never enough. If you're working from like there's lack, so I have to work harder because there's lack, there's always going to be lack. So the energy that came out here was the 7 of Pentacles. So what do you need to do now to align yourself is to be patient. I know. You got to be patient. And all of your hidden fears about starting new things, starting over, whatever that is, you gotta, let that lay, let that rest, so that you can, I know it's like, and similar to what I just said to Wilfred, right? It's like, when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, yes, the movies make it seem like you have this great idea and then all of a sudden the right person finds you. And life can be like that. I'm not saying that it can't. But when you find yourself in a situation where it hasn't happened yet because of the, your thoughts are still aligning and your beliefs around abundance are still aligning, you need to be patient with yourself. So Sarah, what you need is patience. Ten of Wands. Girl, it's like you gotta put your head down. You gotta put your head down and keep going. Okay. When can she start to see growth here in what she's planted? There's a lot of work to do. You gotta put your head down and do it. And that work, maybe physical work, but it's also mindset work. So it says April and by the end of the year. So between by the end of the year and April, you'll start to see things shift. Right now, the energy also I see here, the number 44, it says it's time to let go. So like trusting that the seeds have been planted and letting go and allowing them to come, right? That's what it is when it comes to finances and manifesting abundance. You can do it, and that doesn't mean that you need to be patient forever. If you hear me say be patient, you're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever. You haven't fully understood abundance. Abundance is right now. The thing that we most need in this world, hey Nakisha, the thing that we most need in this world is air, right? We need oxygen, and it's here in abundance, and it's here now. It's not later. So when you start to fully understand abundance, Sarah, you'll start to see it everywhere around you, and because that's where your attention is, and when your attention is on abundance, your life has to it doesn't even have a choice, will automatically begin to mirror back to you abundance. But if your mind is on lack, because you're only looking maybe at lack of money, but you can start to look at abundance in the air you breathe, in the grass on the ground, like just looking at one tree. If all the leaves on that tree was money, like that's a lot of money, and that's just one tree. Think about all the trees in the world. That's a lot of trees, and that's a lot of leaves. A lot of clouds in the air. There's so many people in the world. When I go to the airport, I'm like, damn, there's so many people. There's billions of people on YouTube. That's an abundance of people. It's like when you start to see abundance everywhere around you, that's a really good practice to start. If you don't see it in your money, look elsewhere around you. Take a deep breath in. We'll never run out of air. I don't care how many people get born on this planet. We'll never run out of air. That's abundance, because abundance is infinite, right? So that's the energy that we hold. That's the energy we want to work towards cultivating, because abundance is already present. There's nothing that you need to do to create abundance. What we need to do is remove everything that tells us that it's not here, because lack is an illusion, right? Okay. So thank you all so much for joining me on this live. If you have not subscribed, I would love for you to do so. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, if you want to know maybe your purpose or have other questions about your blocks like Abraham did, go to spicymystic.simplybook.me, and you're welcome, Sarah. And I will talk to you later. Bye, my loves.